Okay, first of all, Mrs. Litchfield, Mr. Marshall, General Gillette, Mr. Bartlett, Boss, Carla, Brian, I can say that now, right? Teresa, Chief, Chaplain Hicks, all you other wonderful people over here. It's not really about you, it's about these people over here. I stole that from Lori Robinson. So, it's okay, it's stolen, I can use it now. Today is about saying thank you. But before I get to you, I got other very important people to thank. All this stuff that has happened so well in the last 2 days has happened well because amazing people have put a lot of effort into it, and I have to thank them. The dinner went well because Jenna Stoddard and Chief Mackey put a ton of time and effort into making sure it went well, so thank you to those two. The change of command this morning went well because Lieutenant Perez, Captain Tom, and the whole rest of the team made sure that went perfectly. So thank you to those folks, please. And today went well because Ben Kastema, Joel Kubicek, and the entire protocol team have put blood, sweat, and tears into making sure everything was absolutely perfect. So thank you to all of them. And a huge thank you to Chaplain Hicks. It wouldn't have been right without you blessing these things for me, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And I did not want to be on this stage without my baby brother seeing me off. One story on Reggie, since he told a story on me, which was true. I did get in the passenger side of the car. My brand new boss came to Coon Sons. I already thought it was a spaz. I looked up at him and I was like, why is he still standing out there? And I was like, because I'm in the wrong side of the car. So I fumbled around and got back out. And then I looked at him like, what? But it got better. But Reggie tried to get me to go to jail in San Antonio. Leanne, remember? Leanne and Reggie had just taught the boys their words, the safety words you give your kids, so that if somebody comes to get them at school, they will not get in the car with them unless they have the safety words. So have all the parents out there taught their kids safety words? Okay, well, Leanne and Reggie taught their boys the safety words. And Reggie goes, I have an idea. I want to try them out and make sure the boys really understand. You go to the school, tell them the wrong word, see if they go with you. And I was like, really? That was the first time I didn't do what Reggie said. There are many other times. But I am so honored we're here today. Wouldn't have been right without you. I was lucky enough to promote him to colonel last year. And we joked about it then. Wouldn't it be fun if you came and retired me? And he was like, sure, whatever, Stella. And then when I found out that it was time to retire this year, I was like, seriously, Reggie, you've got to line up your change of command so that you can get here in retirement. He's like, are you really serious? I was like, heck yeah, but only if you bring Leanne. And it worked out perfectly because they're a brand new grandbaby. Yes, stand up. This gorgeous, skinny woman is a grandma. Okay, if you want to stand up, I'll look at you later. So anyway, I needed Reggie and Leanne here because they're part of my family. Okay, I know you're tired of standing in the back. We'll get to the pizza and wings really soon. I'm a Buffalo girl, so with the reception had to have pizza and wings, right, Molly?
Right.
Exactly. So the good news is that the speech is only one index card. I'm already halfway through because I'm on the back side now. So the only thing I wanted to talk about today was thank yous. So we're cruising right along. We got a bunch of them done already. The other thank you is I am thankful for the opportunities I've had. I'm thankful that a dirt poor little Buffalo girl being raised by a single mom who is getting 0 child support in the United States of America could raise her kid on government cheese, send her to public schools, and that little girl could grow up to be a colonel of the United States Air Force. Because all my mom taught me was work hard, do well in school, and you can be anything you want. And guess what? It's completely true in America. Completely true. So I'm thankful for opportunity. I'm also thankful for silver linings. Sometimes what you think you want to be doesn't turn out to be what you want to be. Last night you heard about how when I was 5 I wanted to be a pilot. Well, by the time I got to the academy I wasn't pilot qualified because of my vision and my height. So I had to look for another career field. And my thought was, get as close to the mission as you can. If you can't be in the air, just be the ones who put them there. And I picked aircraft maintenance. And I also found out along the way that in maintenance you get to lead right from the first day. So I chose it, and I have loved every single minute of having this maintenance badge on my chest. Wait, which side is it on? There it is. So every single minute of being able to share this maintenance badge with people like all of those standing behind you has been a day of pride and honor. I'm just as proud of being one of the ones who can say that I put all of your butts in the air safely. I take it as a huge honor to say that I put you up there safely and get you down safely every day. So I am thankful that I ended up as a maintainer. Sorry, shiny objects. Public affairs is the shiny objects. I'm thankful for my friends because, as you know, my mom's not here, and that is my entire family that I was born with. But I have collected a huge posse of friends who I count on through my entire life. And almost all of them are sitting right here. Not all of them, though, because my Cooper family is on this side. The Coopers showed up and moved in next door to me, and that's when I found out that it's kind of lonely sometimes being a single colonel and being stuck there in base housing with everybody else having a family to support them and take care of them. But Sherry Cooper said, nope, you can just be in our family. And she didn't mean like once in a while come to dinner. She meant you can be in our family. And I talked to Claire and Sean about it. I said, does it bother you that your mom just put me in your family? And she's like, and they said, no, doesn't bother us a bit. You're in our family now. End of story. And that story might sound familiar to Michael and Emma over here, because Elizabeth put me in their family too. How about Emma and Ben? They think I'm their cousin. They're good with that, right? Cousins are the best, aren't they? Yep. So family means a lot to me, especially because my family is the friends who I have chosen and who have chosen me. And I am thankful that they have stuck with me. I have an entire Colorado family, which starts with my sponsor, mom and dad, right here, and then grew into the Collier family, which takes up a half of a row right there. We'd have to count Andy. It takes up more than half a row. Pretty awesome. So if there's anybody out there who feels like they're kind of on their own, just look to the right and left of you. I bet you there's a family waiting to happen. Wait, not like that, but different than that. But I have the most amazing family. Didn't get them by blood, got them by choosing them, and them choosing me. And I'm so, so fortunate, and I'm thankful for that. The last thing I am thankful for, second to last thing I'm thankful for is that I had a stroke last year. Sounds like a funny thing to be thankful for, but I'm so thankful. Because by having that stroke, I found out a few things. First of all, I found out how strong I am. Secondly, I found out how strong our family of maintainers is and our base, because I had such an outpouring of support. And I also found out how lucky we are to have this career and this job. Because one day, when I was recovering at my house, I was standing out front and I looked at a guy across the street building our new houses in base. He was up there hammering on the roof, putting on the new roof. And I thought, if that guy had a stroke on that roof right now, would he have a job being held for him till he got better? Would he have all the health care that he needed to get better and all all the support he needed in the rehab? Would he have chiefs come to eat dinner with him? Nope, probably not. Would he have a job he cared about so much that his very first thought when he came to after the stroke was, what day can I go back to work? He probably didn't think that about his job putting that shingle on that roof. But that's all I could think about. From the instant I came to and figured out what was going on, I just wanted to get back to work. I told the boss this morning. As soon as I could actually talk, I asked my best friend sitting next to me, Kelly Collier, to get my hairdresser on the phone. She's like, what, you care about how you look? And I was like, no, I need my hair cut right now. I used to have long hair, which I had to put up for work. And I said, I need my hair cut right now. She's like, no, that's the least of your concerns. I was like, no, I need my hair cut right now. Because if I'm going back to work, I can't put it up right now. I can only use one arm. She's like, I don't think I'll go back to work while I can still only use one arm. But I was going back to work because I'm so motivated, charged up, and blessed by the team I work with that all I cared about was getting back to work. And if I was going to go back paralyzed on one side, I couldn't go with my hair down, so I got my hair cut the very next day. My hairdresser came to the hospital so I could get my hair cut so I could go back to work. Now, if you're not thankful for anything, you should be thankful to have a job that is so important that you care enough to want to be back at work as soon as you have a stroke. And I am thankful for that. The last thing I want to tell you I'm thankful for is my mentors. I've had amazing mentors through my entire career. One of the very best ones that I've had, of course, my chiefs are all looking at me because they think I'm going to say them. My chiefs have been incredible. Yes, Robbie. Yes, JJ. Yes, Bubble Wrap. You guys have been incredible. Yes, Chief Edgar, but you weren't a chief then. You were really slow, over 30, Master Sergeant. Basketball. He played basketball so that he could get out of getting our guys out of jail. He was my first sergeant when I was at MXS. Amazing, amazing mentors. Wait, I have to say one more thing before I close. I know you're tired of standing, but I'll feed you pizza, I promise. Okay, Janice and Al. Janice was my secretary in MXS. When is one of the times you really need family? When you're deployed, right? I was deployed to Iraq, came home. At the time I was married, but my husband was on the East Coast. I came home to the West Coast, late at night, on Super Bowl Sunday. Who was there to greet me? Janice and her husband. They didn't just greet me at the plane. They greeted me at the plane, followed me home to my apartment. Janice had baked me all my favorite things, made me red Jell-O. They gave me their cell phone because I had no phone service because it's all still turned off. They took care of me like better than most people's real family would. So, amazing, amazing things to be thankful for in my life. People at work, people in my real family. I got Pat in the divorce. Most people worry about money and houses and cars and stuff. I just wanted to get his sister. I won. So the very last mentor I want to talk about is Lieutenant General Robert Allardyce. He retired last week. He was our wing commander. Niffin's shaking his head because he was our wing commander when we were at McCord. And one of the things he did for us was, we had a lot of DVs who marched through McCord a lot to see the C-17 because it was still kind of new. And we always got out our bright and shiny, our sharpest young airmen and NCOs to talk to the DVs coming through. But some of them will get stage fright. So we'd have them standing there ready to say something to these DVs coming through, but they had no idea what to say. So the DV would come up to them and say, hi, or just look at them, and the airman would be stuck. So Colonel then, Allardyce, I thought had the most amazing plan, which worked so well. He taught them, when we did our dry run, he said, okay, when the DV gets here, stick out your hand and say, hi, I'm whoever, and I'm proud of blank. So it'd be, hi, I'm Staff Sergeant Julian, and I'm proud to work in the wheel and tire shop because we produce 800 a week. We only need 6. Well, that's a bad example, but you get the gist. So this worked phenomenally well for our young people because it broke the ice, gave the DVs something to follow on from, it gave the young people somewhere to start. So this was something phenomenal that I've used ever since. General Allardyce retired last week, but I've used that ever since. I hope some people maybe can use that in the future because I thought it was such a great, great technique. So, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you will stay and enjoy some pizza and wings from the Buffalo Girl. And before I go, I am Stella Smith, and I am proud to have served the United States Air Force for 24 years.